Greetings. This is Elder Blacklight, your motivator. This video here, I just want you to stop what you're doing and pay very close attention to what I'm saying. And see if it makes any sense to you. A lot of brothers on YouTube, claim that they know what's going down in the streets. They know the deal. And they got boots on the ground. And etc., etc. It's just going around in circles, though. Let me tell you what you need to do if you want to win this war. You must separate yourself mentally. You can't have one foot in the Caucasian's doorway and the other foot in Allah's doorway. See, what I mean by that is most brothers want to do and live in the Caucasian's world. And then they want to come back and talk black. In other words, you can't, the Caucasian is totally corrupt. Totally corrupt. You want to use his materials you can't use his materials. None of his materials. The only thing that you can do is take his what he calls money, because the money is weaponized against us, but you gotta reverse the effects and use it against him. See, we want to be in the entertainment world. Take his money, then build up the neighborhoods with it. Let's examine that. You got to pay him to use his energy to sustain your household. You got to pay him to use the electricity. You got to pay him to use his water system. You got to pay him property taxes. So all the money that you use, no matter where you open up a business at, you got to have license or whatever, and you got to pay him, get his permission by giving him money. Now, you can't be in bed with the Caucasian on any level. Now, you see, Gaddafi was once in bed with him. Saddam Hussein. But Iran, they, cut ties with America a long time ago. And they've been self-reliant ever since. So America has a hard time trying to corrupt. Same thing with Venezuela. They cut ties. You know, they have a hard time trying to bring them down. Same with the brothers in the streets. Once you mingle, rub elbows, sell their products, use anything that they make to try to bring your people up with, they use that to control you or destroy you with. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, what he did was he built his own farms, made his own food, built his own stores to sell the food at, his own distribution, you know. So he got the wholesale, retail, distribution sold up. Then he bought his own trucks. He had his own schools to teach his children for the next generation. He had his own newspaper, you know, and he had his own publishing company. They made their own videos. He was building up a whole complete community for the believers. He was going to build the entire south side of Chicago for his believers. I'm going to play that. It's online now, Savior's Day 71. I'm going to play that portions of that video later. You brothers want to use the devil's material, be in bed with him, to build up your communities or whatever. Some of y'all still slanging, you know. You can't blend in righteousness with unrighteousness. You got to be totally righteous, totally uncorrupt, totally uncompromisable. And the devil, you know, he ain't going to mess with you. But once you get in bed with him, you open yourself up to be murdered. So I've been telling you brothers this for a long time. You brothers who are scientists, y'all need to get a solar panel factory. My uncle was doing this back in the 60s. He had blueprints, him and some of the Muslims, to build a solar plant factory. In the ghetto, you could put solar plant factories and panel a whole community using solar energy. And then you can get off of the light company altogether, the electric company altogether. Here in Detroit, the only one of the only cities that has single family dwellings, blocks and blocks, y'all letting go uncorrupt. Because you don't want to unite, pull your resources together. You're not strategizing. Y'all brothers talking about you got to eat. You got to eat. You going to eat anyway, brother. You throw a seed in the ground. You know, you got black farmers. Strike a deal with them. You know, y'all don't support the black farmers. You know, you're going to have to network on a level where you trade with one another, you pool your resources with one another. But y'all, y'all get in one trend. The thing now is hip hop music and whatever, and you got to use the devil's sources because they already done set up an avenue for you to come by them, and you got to mingle with them, and they thing is corrupt, and you're not gonna get no strength from Allah. You should know by now. Y'all say y'all know. So you got to create your own Hollywood or whatever. Not Hollywood, but black movie uh, theaters and distribution. You got to create your own music distribution. Create your own clothes. I mean, not just the material. I mean, not just the design, but the material that make the clothes. The material that make the clothes. You gotta create that. You can't buy the material, from them. You gotta create your own material or means to get the material. You gotta completely use less of the devil's material as possible. Now you're gonna have to use the money, but you can turn that money into gold and silver. And have underground gold and silver currencies. This is Black Light.